Hello everyone, this is Mike and Carson, Together Time Outdoors again. It's been a little while since we posted any videos, but we were watching some of the old stuff and we noticed that our charter fishing trips got the most views and most interest from people. So we're heading north up to Erie, PA for one of our walleye charters, and we thought we'd make another video of that. And we're leaving tomorrow. We're supposed to have really nice weather up there. Calling for like 5 to 10 mile an hour north-northeast winds, partly cloudy, no rain, and the walleye bite has been exceptional up there, so we're anticipating some pretty good fishing. We're fishing with small program charters. We've been fishing with Captain Steve, what, 5 or 6 years now?
Yeah,
and
probably.
Each year just seems to keep getting better, as hard as that is to believe, but we always look forward to fishing with Steve and his crew. Carson and I have had a pretty good spring. We caught some walleyes on the Allegheny River before the season went out in March. Carson caught a couple. We had high muddy water, but I got my personal best walleye ever. It was 10 pounds, 11 ounces, a little over 30 inches. And Carson has caught a ton of trout this spring. What were the big ones that you got?
Got a big rainbow, probably about over 20, and a big 19-inch golden. So
You had a 17-inch golden on the opener, and you got 16-inch rainbow on the opener. That big golden Carson got was as nice a specimen as you're going to find. Some of those hatchery fish, the fins are beat up from swimming in the raceways, but there wasn't a mark on this fish. The fins were all full. We probably should have kept that thing for a mount, but we threw him back in for someone else to catch. But it was as nice a trout as you're going to catch. And we had a pretty good spring turkey season. I got a long beard, I think Thursday the first week. Carson had some tough luck the first few times he went out. The first couple weeks it was raining, windy, crappy weather, and we saw and heard some turkeys but couldn't get anything going. And then the next to the last Saturday, we went out in the afternoon and caught in a long beard. It was over 20 pounds, 10.5-inch beard. Spurs were 1.5 inches. It was a true limb hanger. It would hang off the limb by itself. So he stuck with it through a tough season and was rewarded in the end. So we're hoping to continue our hunting and fishing luck with this trip, and hope you stay tuned to see what our results are. Double header hooked up.
Bald Eagle Creek was one of my favorite places. Now they got a special regulation area on it where Spring Creek flows into it downstream. You're only allowed to take rainbow trout. You're not allowed to keep any browns. They found that they're naturally reproducing, so they're going to protect the population.
Pretty sure it's 10 pounds now. I used to do real good down on Elk Creek. Walnut was good, but it was always packed.
Still is.
Did you get that bad storm the other day? The northern part of Butler County, I saw
I saw that.
various pictures. There was like,
That was bad.
yeah.
What they brought? What they brought?
That whole road was flooded that one place.
Yeah, I bet there was at least 100-yard wide swath across that one road was underwater.
Yeah.
That didn't even sound right.
Right. That was
Well, they're different. When you're out on the water, they sound a little different.
I think if that came out of me, I'd be scared right now.
Right.
Well, obviously we're home from our trip and you saw what the results are. We just can't believe how good the walleye fishing is up there. It's just one right after another. On the entire day, we did not catch a single white bass, a single sheephead. Everything we caught was walleyes. I remember the days when you would spend 8 hours out there and come back with 3 fish, and we're happy to get them. So the bite that's being experienced up there right now is nothing short of unbelievable, and it doesn't show any signs of slowing whatsoever. What do you think the biggest fish you caught was? I think you got the biggest, didn't you?
Yeah, what do you think? Maybe like 5 pounds?
I think it was 5.5, 6. I don't think we caught anything bigger than 6 pounds. The average was probably 3.5 to 4, but just nice fish to catch. This was the first time we fished with this captain and mate, and I can't for the life of me remember what their names are right now, but the mate was from what, Limestone?
Limestone Bait Company.
Yeah, he said he lived near Clarion, PA, and he makes these baits. And Carson actually has some of their baits ordered from them that we've fished before. But even though it wasn't Captain Steve and his mate, these guys were great to fish with. They were very personable, accommodating. And as soon as we got on the boat, I told the mate that I was going to be a pain in his butt right off the bat. And I took this lure with us. And this is a lure that Carson bought me for Father's Day a few years ago. It says, "Hugs and Fishes, Dad, love Carson." And it was just sitting in our cabinet for a few years till I thought, that's something I need to try to catch some fish with. And I actually caught 3 or 4 of my limit on this lure. And he didn't even bat an eye when I told him that. He hooked it right up on a line and put it in the water, and we started catching fish with it. So I thought that was great of them. Again, it's small program charters who we fish with. We cannot recommend those guys enough. And while we were up there, Carson and I came up with a plan that we're going to do. And what's our plan for?
Catch fish on every one of the Great Lakes.
Yep. Next year is my wife and Carson's mom's birthday, and for her birthday trip we're going to Niagara Falls, and we're going to do a salmon charter on Ontario next year that we're going to film and put on the channel. And then the following year we're going to do Lake Huron, and then Lake Michigan, and then Lake Superior. So our goal, and obviously it's going to take a while, but we want to catch salmon on all of the Great Lakes and post videos. And on that note, we've got a couple pretty good trips coming up the rest of this summer as well. We're heading out to the Black Hills and Yellowstone Park, and we're going to do some fishing while we're out there and post some of our activities while we're at those locations. So there's going to be more videos coming of stuff that we're doing. And I also have late September, I'm headed to Canada for a moose and bear hunt that I'm going to video and post that on the channel as well. So hopefully whoever's watching this has some interest, checks back in, and if you'd like to see that kind of stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. But we hope you enjoyed our video as much as we enjoyed catching the fish up there, and we'll see you soon.